counter it, that's then out there. So I'm a little concerned if EG don't show us something different here, don't have the confidence to dig a little deeper in the playbook.
Well, time to find out. Fnatic flooding the B side here. Obviously on the attacking side themselves. This time will be EG on the defense. And EG sitting very deep.
Yeah,
not
no
really
resistance.
entertaining any of this.
Flank coming through on the south side here. Two members of EG, Jorgamo and Ethan. Plant will come through. That's a fairly safe plant for tower, actually. So Fnatic will scurry away, stacking towards Arcade. Leo, a little disconnected in underpass here. He could be a playmaker here for Fnatic.
Eyes towards him. Keep that in the back of your mind. If you start seeing him winding up here, Jorgamo taking the first couple of very critical steps towards it.
Dirk has joined him.
Oh god, this is now very dangerous. Jorgamo's done well, but keep your mind on the back line. There's Durka, gonna draw the blood. Ethan doing well, and Busio continuing the form, but it's Leo in a 1v2. Defuse started from Ethan, he desperately wants halfway. He might just get that, but he's gonna fall. Wait, Busio's got Ethan stuck to the fuse! Big man Ethan stands tall in this, getting them around on the board, and they needed that start.
Absolutely did. Obviously conceded the pistol round in the first half on Lotus, and things spiraled out of control. We talked about so many times EG starting maps with huge advantages. That would be the best possible situation to start here, map 2. A round 2 conversion, a bonus, get EG
Get in
back.
that rhythm.
Yeah, back in that rhythm. Back on the actually track with some of the win conditions we were talking about they've shown here in Tokyo.
They still need to get past these. All these rounds are dangerous. We saw what they could do with what was it, like a classic and nothing else. So keep in mind that Fnatic are always a threat. No matter the buy, no matter the round, no matter where you are, there is danger. Danger aplenty. And kind of going bigger picture here while they take their time. We'll see if this round gets a little bit more interesting with these Sheriffs coming in. At this point, you also have to know, if you're talking about experience, Ethan probably has more than most of the people on the server. You're talking bigger picture.
Yeah.
They need him to turn up here. Yes, the desk kind of highlighted the supporting acts that are very, very critical for EG in this. I guess same to be said for Fnatic in that regard. But Ethan, I need to see him step up as someone in the server to keep them in the game as well. He is a huge land player, an incredibly experienced player. I mean, back in his day, he was the, the up-and-comer, right? He was that young blood. He's still super young. It's ridiculous. So I need to see Ethan find that role. A
big concern as well, we talk about confidence across this series. You're not seeing EG deny these orbs. Alpha's going to be able to farm up here, so it's giving Fnatic an opportunity to find a lockdown in the next round. And that second objective. Jorgamo nearly caught off guard there, but Leo will fall.
Got to be careful of the pinch, though.
Dish orb retrieved as well. Fnatic will actually potentially find a way back through. No, Alpha will fall here. I was going to say should be cleaned up here. Chronicle hit 2 fantastic shots there with the Sheriff.
Chronicle scares me. He really does scare me. The way he plays, that if he starts having a hot game, again, for me, always love watching the likes of Leo, Alpha, everyone else, but Chronicle is just that madman when he gets going. So we'll see if it comes through this map. I don't know if it will. But this time, not be able to do too much with it. Busio going to find him in the end. That's the second round. Now let's talk about this, right? So it's the exchange. 4-player stand for EG, so quite clean in that regard. But Fnatic gathered every single orb available. They've done what they wanted in this round.
Well, yeah, literally, the only one they didn't was A main.
Yep.
And that's where EG obviously focused early on in the round, but the byproduct being Fnatic come into round 3 with the possibility of executing a lockdown set piece here. And like I said, that for me is an indicator of maybe a dent in the confidence. If you don't have again, they're respecting the anti-eco because probably what happened at the end of Lotus where they did get slapped about a little bit, but unfortunately, bigger picture-wise, you can't give these opportunities away.
Okay, so wait, they're getting very aggressive on this. Yeah, it's an evacuation for Fnatic. They want to get out of there. Leo just going to get to safety, and it's all north side. But they cleared everything.
And they get the orb here.
Going back through though. Look at the pace in which Fnatic do this quick. Okay, no mistakes on that one. Straight on in, clear everything out, it's all theirs. Now, there's going to be a lot of players very aware of this, but they don't have the weaponry. Keep in mind, it's Spectres, it's bits and pieces, it's a Guardian, Alpha doing cleanup duty.
Demon 1 missed his smoke, it gave it an open sightline towards Rogue.
That's very unfortunate, as Ethan and Jorgamo trying to make something happen for themselves here. Do a little bit of damage, and very unlikely to get much more out of this.
And it actually makes it even worse because they don't have to use the lockdown. Fnatic were probably willing and able to do so, but they can bank it now. Jorgamo, Sheriff and the Spectre, one off the showstopper himself, but look how disconnected Fnatic are from this plant. Leaf Chronicle posted up here. Actually, this will put him one away from the Rolling Thunder as well.
Yep. They're going to have so much to work with. Beautiful. And you're right, one away. And I'm kind of glad that, you know, the desk was kind of highlighting how much Fnatic prioritize this and how well they play around their ults. Obviously, that sounds almost obvious, but yeah, there it is. Oh, that's upsetting. Wow. God.
Again, this is Demon 1 and Com desperate to fight back into Sands, clear some space, regroup with Jorgamo towards main.
Nice. Yeah.
It's another thing that honestly you pin towards maybe just the cracks starting to show in the performance. Yeah,
absolutely. I know it's such an intangible
especially
sometime, but
Potter's talking about, you know, getting a little bit of finesse back into some of the gameplay you see here from EG.
Here we go. That's a potential fight to be had. Looking to get noted. Follow up as well. And okay, Jorgamo's chasing. Oh, the moves! Oh, Duck has got the moves! He dodges so well! The trade is there for Demon 1, so it's a bit of a back and forth. They've done initial damage, but again, I want to talk bigger picture, rolling back to even to map 1. Need to see Boostio play safe as well. Looking vulnerable if they keep going for these 4-play hits somewhere, if they're trying to start to exploit that. But Fnatic now without Durka, how do they approach this?
Almost anticipating further aggression here. Fnatic, I think, with the right read there. They're waiting for EG to explore towards main, then maybe rotate a player away. Ethan does have the Rolling Thunder, and he's actually drifting back this direction. So Boostio will be left to anchor. Still lots of tools available for Fnatic, though, with that first blood. Going through. I was going to say, yeah, Com's got to be careful here.
He's dead. He's so dead.
I mean, the Rolling Thunder came through a little too late as well. They have Com staying there to try and play off the back of it, but a response here, Demon 1 catches a little bit of a speed boost on the way out here. Ethan's found the first one.
He's in so much trouble. He's so dead, though. They just offset the pace there, but the plant is yet to go in. It's still a 2v3. 10 seconds now. The cross, not particularly safe. Demon 1 just dipped away from it. And Leo wants to try and create that support, create that safety himself. Put his body on the line for it, and the plant's now going to come down. Leo, Alpha, and Boaster. Lots to be done here. Still, beautiful hold from Leo there, making sure that plant is safe. And Alpha signs it at the end. 2-2 now, all even. Fnatic back in the matchup.
First time we've seen EG try and execute a set piece here early on, but it results in a 1-for-1. And like I said, with that early advantage in terms of the old cycle, Fnatic have better mid-round options. Gotcha. EG already back down to pistols. Yeah, whether or not we see any further, actually. Just Sheriff's a light shield coming for Demon 1, but another opportunity here for Fnatic. If they have the read, they can get towards Durka's showstopper, Boast's orbital strike, 2 away from Leo's ultimate as well.
And it's a gamble stack from EG, right? Like, he's coming back. Try and do what they can. It's a completely free site for Fnatic as well. So much kit to be played with. Yeah, obviously Chronicle invested his relatively recently, but beyond that, super comfortable. Plant gonna go in. Chronicle takes a little bit of chip damage, but this is where the bulk of EG is coming from, so it's gonna be Alpha, clean work, overwhelmed. Boostio's gonna take him down. Leo next to be brought in, decides doesn't want to be on a platter for them, and Com. Oh, the timing with the shot's good, hold on. Still got a little bit of time to work with on this one. Leo now pulled back further, but he knows that crunch is coming in eventually. Can he get that kill in time? No. Now the pressure starts to mount. Durka taken down to 65. Can they close the gap in time? Leo's found Com and created a little bit of safety, but you can see the threat. You can see they had to invest the ult to deal with it. Leo's held them back at the door, and Leo not allowing them close to that site.
Nice clean up here from Leo. Again, not afraid to invest these ultimates to secure rounds. Actually, Boostio will pick up an operator here. Curious to see if he holds on to that. Com buys a lot of time here. Even gets a kill with the Frenzy as well on Chronicle, I believe, drifting a little deeper. Unfortunately, like I said, with this advantage, Fnatic just have so many more tools to throw. into that pivot point in the round. We see the trap piece here.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, wait,
Wait,
what?
Boostio?
Boostio got that kill? I mean, we know about the trap piece. Clearly, so did EG. Boostio putting up big numbers. Con by his side. Fnatic just got deleted.
I want to see that first shot from Boostio. I want to see. Saw the flash come through, but I don't know if he's able to avoid it or turn it. If he did with the operator, that's a snappy first shot.
That's one of those like lovely little pocket pieces that Fnatic bring out, and it looks so good for them.
I mean, usually you'd see a little bit of utility dumped in behind the scenes.
Oh.
Way ahead of the flash.
Flash a little offset on the timing then.
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
Okay. Give EG a chance. I guess they're going to grip it with both hands, aren't they? They don't want to let that one go.
Oh, by the way, that's Boostio.
Boostio's here. Boostio's here. Hold on. Yeah, okay, spots the player. He's going to have to fall away.
But bear in mind, that's Boostio on a killjoy posted up in front of the door in Sands with an operator, by the way. I mean, it's just lunacy.
I think he's got the lockdown, right? Yeah,
Got the Hunter's Fury and the Orbital Strike as well.
Yeah, they're waiting for this. Okay, gonna force him out there. Boostio's gonna catch Chronicle. That's massive. Trade comes out though. Juggler's gonna go down. How did he get caught on that? Okay, Hunter's Fury. This is all just kind of shots in the dark though. It gets cleared through by Tower. Don't think they'll retake that position. Wait it out. 4v4 now. Loss of Jorgo on one side and Chronicle on the other. The cross gets trickier for Fnatic now without Chronicle to be able to facilitate a little bit and leaves Boostio with a chance of the cross. Lockdown coming in. This is just chess games between the two. The timing on the cross, it's rough. Gonna draw out the ult. Back and forth, countering. But the plant's gonna come in and Boaster's made it safely back towards Tower. Boostio just noting the player sat towards that cubby. Dirk is in danger. And dance on his forehead.
Got Nano to clear him as well, but Boostio holding the angle here. Finally, will put it out, but it's a little deep and Dirk is able to shoot it.
Uh-oh. You better hit this shot, Boostio, if he comes around that corner. He's just holding space. EG, oh, there it is! Big boy Boostio doing some work here, but still, the molly
It took them
on the
so long.
spike. They have just got so little time to play with him. They need to close down these kills right about now, and well, need to maybe get them done a little earlier. Com already going to get towards that defuse, going to keep Alpha busy as best he can. That's Demon 1's job. Oh, the spray down is already going to get it to half. Demon 1's there, but do they have time?
There's no time.
This defuse, it's going to be so close. They've got it! They've got it! Heroics from EG that round. They brought everything out. Every ult brought into play from both sides.
I mean, that's actually crazy. The molly comes in so late. Like I said, it took them so long to actually isolate, force Dirk out of that position, dig him out of default. Like I said, the whole time this is happening, Boaster's just holding the molly.
Yep.
0.15.
Ooh.
I think Fnatic probably think they've done enough there, honestly.
You think so, right? Okay, back to business. We've got a game on our hands now. 4-3 is starting to heat up. This is what we wanted from this map. Close, forcing Fnatic into those big games, seeing the depth of EG here. What a moment for Boostio to start hitting that peak, starting to hit that form. And having a little bit of a tough time on map one, this time forced away. Early contact made. Sand overwhelmed by Fnatic, and it's going to be Durka to find Demon 1. Trade comes in. Com going to take down Boaster. But look on the other side, there's Smoke Snap! And he gets him, bringing Durka back down to earth. But did he see the second? Surely he noted the second player.
I don't think he does know.
Okay, well, Chronicle's got a little bit of a chance. They come flying out. Trade comes in. Ethan there. Ethan with the follow-up. And now Alpha goes down. EG back in the game.
A stark contrast to what we saw in map one as well. The trading, the confidence, EG putting bodies on the line. Happy to go toe-to-toe with Fnatic ahead of this site hit.
Thank God for that. I couldn't deal with another map one.
Absolutely.
Like, you know, Fnatic play a beautiful game. We know that, but give us a real competitive match.
For me, this was the biggest question. Does CG drop a map and then come back and play confidently?
And we've got a timeout from Fnatic. Again, you're now looking at those kind of exclusive clubs, right? Who forces Fnatic into timeouts? Who gets them pushed? Look at these players getting pumped up. You want to see that.
The energy is so different here on Fracture.
Now we get to see the test, but back to Fnatic, right? They already have a map in hand, so they're safe, right? They're not going to lose on this map and then go out. So it's not that big of a, a bigger picture in that mind. But here, focused in, they've now got a challenge. EG proving there's a reason they made it this far. They've shown those tangibles now coming in. They've course corrected. They've done all those things we said. You know, put map one out of your mind, come in, get that start. They did. They started to heat up now. Individuals showing up. Boostio, 11-4. Like, he is having impact. Ethan's right there with him. Everyone's starting to find that little bit of something. Now on the other side, Fnatic, first time we started to see some of those counters coming in as well, dealing with some of their little pocket plays, like towards sand, all those little bits and pieces. I mean, I say counter plays, it was just Busio backhand them with an operator, but still, dealing with some of those things that sit very well with Fnatic. What do they do now? Where's that next adaptation from Fnatic?
Well, back in a position here, obviously, with ultimates coming online. EG already have, I mean, I feel like another 2 purchases behind this. Busio still rocking the operator. 2 away from the lockdown once again. 2 off the Rolling Thunder, so options on both sides here. Leo and Chronicle are going to be able to farm an orb here early on.
Watching here. Watching here.
Okay, you just heard that kind of flying around the map. Now, big info. That should really confirm it. Still not giving away too much here, but this should be very telling. The amount of presence coming through. You've got 3 plays from EG. Ethan with a lovely little stall on this as well.
A lot of utility dump though, and Fnatic are able to really limit the amount of damage or value gained by EG here. Fnatic will take the space. Early round protocols looking much better for EG though. On the back of that pressure in A main, they're actively clearing dish.
So indeed, this is going to start working down some of Fnatic's utility, right? They're already starting to get a little stretched in this. Duncan can be held back again. Ult's going to find very little. It's not going to fully stretch. Okay, I think it just got Ethan. So not bad, but still not great. 30 seconds here. Starting to run out of time, Mike. They need to get towards the site. And there's just, they're struggling.
Spike's not even out of the smoke on sand yet. Durka has to pop here with the satchel, but get lots of players face this way. Boaster finds a second though.
Big trade from Boaster. They're taking down Ethan. That's pretty big. The cross still not
seconds.
safe. They've got to make it through here. And Com's watching this one. That cross is looking impossible. I think Fnatic have run out of time on this. Yeah, they absolutely have. With Alpha going down 7 seconds now, they can't make it to sight. This round just crumbling in front of them. The stall was fantastic from EG.
I mean, Ethan gets ulted on site here. Yes, the sand smoke goes up very early on. Chronicle will only get one. Juggernaut will find a third here. I'm very curious why these 3 players in main with the spike out on sand aren't pushing harder on the back of the ult.
You only pinged 1, right? So you know there's
I mean, you
only
pinged 1,
there.
but if there's 3 of you in main,
You go, right?
Spike was committed through sand. It was past rope.
It was just sat there having to wait for that next layer of pressure.
I'm pretty sure Boaster even pops the second, I don't know if it's the second set of smokes or
Maybe.
a follow-up smoke after they've taken that early space. So really curious there.
I wonder what went wrong in that, right? It's like, that's when you
If
want
there's
those
a
comps,
frantic
right?
call, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Midway through that execute.
And coming back into this, they've got a little bit of a force buy, really. It's not great. You've got a couple of rifles. It's far from perfect. Ult for Chronicle, though, so that could be quite nice to see if they bring that into effect. He's got to be a bit careful here. Jogamo's positioning. And Busio watching that cross. He's in the right place. He's starting to become that ever-present person on this. Right place, right time for him. Not far from the lockdown either. But Fnatic playing a little patience. Contact made. Jogamo going to respect that this time. Still a little deeper.
There's anything on the back of the utility activating here. Jogamo does have the showstopper, so Fnatic shouldn't funnel in towards tower, but he might get caught here with the pinch. Fnatic have slipped through. They're on site.
They've slipped the net. Can Jogamo find anything with this? He's in so much danger. He doesn't know what's safe. Busio's going to find him a little bit of a safety net. Taking down Alpha ain't bad at all. But now look at the threat. Look how deep they can post this. Oh, Jogamo's still alive. He looked dead to rights, and he's absolutely not. Shot in hand. He flies into Durko. Busio holds and delivers. Fnatic faltering.
Fnatic looking a little hesitant here, a little knocked back on the back foot. Unable to really make a decision there. It felt like I said, Jogamo's there with showstopper, so I think Fnatic are on the fly trying to address how to dig him out of this position, but with 2 players slipping past the smoke and no swing from EG, there's no dart that comes out. They need to be decisive there.
Do you know what? This gives me, I'm going to say this early, and I hope I'm wrong, this gives me a little bit of those echoes of that Liquid game where they started to look a little out of sorts, when they didn't have that synergy. I hope this doesn't happen to them here, Fnatic. I want a competitive game for both teams. I don't want them to start faltering like this. For now, coming back in with what they can afford, and it ain't much. Struggling to get a grip on EG here. couple of ults very close by. They could have a big round coming up soon, but I mean, they don't have many rounds left to play with.
Trying to protect the purchase for obviously round 12.
Yeah.
Other side EG. Sitting very comfortably now. Haven't had to rely on the lockdown. Demon 1 now 2 away from the orbital strike as well. So potentially lots of options in the final round. So we're going to try and probably prioritize the showstopper for Durka. Boaster's only 1 away.
This is tense. Second goal beat. Busio doesn't get checked on, and he's so confident, he's so quick. Takes out Boaster with ease. That smoke's now gone, but again, they're already leaning towards A. It's a quick reaction, but look at these positions from EG, Mike.
Yeah, deep control on the south side, so they're in a great position to retake A. They can concede the plant here, sorry.
Okay, do they get that safe drop down, though? Yeah, Chronicle trying to make the cross with that spike. There's that reflex coming back in. Beautiful from Ethan, sheer control. 13 seconds. Fnatic aren't making much of this round. Leo is your danger man, and he's dead. Ethan coming alive with Jorgamo. EG looking out of this world right now. Map 1 to map 2, these are different teams. I swear to you. How is this where we're at?
This is a beautiful setup as well for the anti-eco. As I said, conceding that first kill, immediately Fnatic feel as if there's a stack or they're going to be able to get ahead of the rotation with Boaster dying so quickly.
It's a Boaster, it's a Boaster.
Again, I come back to the same thing. The energy totally different on stage here as well.
Yep. But look at the ults. Surely Fnatic have a round in hand here. I mean, there's a couple for EG, but it's Fnatic, right? They got ults galore. They should be able to use this well. Jorgamo. Oh, come off it! He's found 2! Yeah, get out of there. You've done some serious damage. Durka gone and Alpha gone now.
Late round options as well for EG. Lockdown available. Rolling Thunder here for a retake. Just want to see EG sit back a little deeper here. Fnatic looking to continue onto A site. Problem being there's lots of EG bodies here. Stun good, but Leo's not cleared.
Okay. Oh,
he's noted now.
Yep. Chronicle coming around to help him out because Leo's in serious danger. Drawing the attention away. Jorgamo forced into this. Com there as well. It's all getting a little bit mad out here. Chronicle and Boaster fighting back massively. Ethan can't handle it. Fnatic digging deep this time. 3v2. Lockdown gonna come in.
The lockdown's so shallow though.
Yeah, Busio trying to close that gap. Does he find Boaster? Jump spot, nice from Boaster. Gonna probably note him. Force him forward. Boaster's dead. And now Chronicle on the line. 21 HP. He's fallen. Busio, the little bulldog, ripping him. Limb from limb, and now Leo. The smoke's in place, but Fuse has started. It ain't stopping. Busio's just holding this down. Oh, he's been caught just at the end. And now there's problems for Demon 1. Still another smoke to go. He's gonna put it close. Another spray, praying. Demon 1 down low. He's got it. He's only got it. Finds him in the end, but Fnatic left with only 3. Echoes of map 1 here, Mike.
A massive contrast. EG digging so deep to get back on top of this series in map 2. I gotta say it, Fnatic looking a little flustered in some of these. Not seeing that usual polish.
Let's go! That's the EG we were waiting for. Fnatic now have a fight on their hands. This second half means everything. Busio's coming online. Jorgamo's there. This is golden. We want to see more from Fnatic, and hopefully do in just a moment's time after this break, as Jinsu's waiting down with an interview for us.
Thank you very much, Pansy and Hypok. I am joined by an EMEA royalty. It is Redgar from Team Liquid and his brother Ragnar as well. First of all, Redgar, you faced EG before, so what do you make of this match so far?
It's really incredible match. On Lotus, like Fnatic showed really good results, but on Fracture, I had the same problems, not gonna lie.
You've been there, been there. And also, Ragnar, what's it like to be able to, travel to Japan to watch your brother, support him as well?
That's outstanding, amazing feeling. Like, it's like my dream. And supporting my brother every time, like being here, it's great pleasure. Thank you very much. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Who are you both rooting for out of all the teams that's left in this tournament?
Of course for Fnatic.
Why?
They're brothers, friends.
I mean, you got any words that you would say to them right now? I think it's currently 9-3 down, not looking so good. What do they need to do?
It's time to activate the curse. Chronicle, do it.
Oh, you would know. And what about you, Ragnar? What do you think?
I think, guys, it's just a start. Go for it. One step closer.
I like this. I like this positivity. And lastly, for you also, Redgar, I know Ragnar's been really enjoying the audience. What's your experience been today watching from here?
They're really amazing. Like, they're reacting on everything so nice. And I really enjoy this. Even when I'm watching, I'm enjoying. When I was on stage, I enjoyed it really much. But when I'm watching, Nippon Daisuki.
Oh, it's been really cool to have you here as well. Thank you so much, Redgar. And Ragnar, we're going to throw this back to Pansy and Hypok, and let's see if Chronicle can activate that curse.
Yeah, indeed. There's a lot to be looked at here, but let's kind of bring it back down, Mike, because we're seeing 9-3 on the score, right? Map 1, blowout. Map 2 could be something similar. But it's Fnatic. They've got a lot in the tank, right? They've got more to bring out here, surely.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm seeing uncharacteristic mistakes from Fnatic, seeing hesitation. Again, especially in rounds where we keep talking about Fnatic having so many options, so many opportunities available in the mid-round, ability to get some key ultimates online, and just not executing on that. Very strange to see.
Does EG get the start they wanted here, though? Pressured and punished. Perfect work coming out. Trying to get those follow-up players. Comp's going to find one back, but Dirk is in aim training. Just dropping bodies. That pain shell could be dangerous for Comp. He's fine. Well, fine's a strong word for what he is right now. He's dead. Dirk, stunning start. We've seen a couple of times now EG punished with that approach, getting tucked in that corner, getting pressured there. Happened in their earlier games, happened here today.
First few times we've seen EG drop the pistol as well. See Lotus, the first example here, but this is always, EG are set up for this. They're in the right place at the right time, but Fnatic win out in a brawl outside on tree here. EG not able to even get themselves into a position to execute one of their pistol strats. And Alpha, is he going to go farming here? Plenty of EG bodies on the other side.
He's going to fall away from this. Find that next angle to sit to. See him creeping closer. Lovely. Nice from Alpha. Another chance. Not going to get it that time. Has to start falling back. Doesn't want to give anything up here. Chance for a pinch coming in through tower, though. That there in your mind. Boostio. Oh, dearie me. It's all gone a bit wrong here. Lovely from Alpha. Can't make much more of it. 4 standing at the end there. Not too many problems in the end.
And Alpha gets a couple of kills as well, so that will put him 3 away from the lockdown. We'll come back in here. I guess, yeah, here with a Bulldog and Stinger to round out the purchase. Actually, I'm going to catch an upgrade here. 2 Bulldogs alongside these rifles in the hands of Dirk and Alpha. Curious if Fnatic want to take the fight to them. Both are just committed towards spawn here, able to smoke off both sides. And yeah, looks like they might just take the fight to them.
That's a long-awaited fight there. Follow not so clean though. There's escape.
Gets away?
Yep, 15 HP. He's still alive.
It's a good paint shell as well, actually coming through. Jogmo, he finds a kill on Chronicle retreating back through sand.
Yeah, the kind of counter pressure coming in through from Dish.
I mean, I know the paint shell going through that forces Boaster back, but Chronicle then, I don't know if he goes up the rope. He falls on the retreat back out of A main.
Oh, look at the.
Boaster might catch
this. Doing a double pump. Yeah, but he's got a stinger. It's not enough. A little too close to the corner, and Com's going to clear it pretty cleanly. Putting Leo next in the driving seat of this round. Alpha trying to maybe make his way around the north side, but Leo's got a Bulldog, full kit of util. Doesn't get noted, actually. Oh, what is that? Jogamo, half in the air, just flying through, and Alpha's going to keep that rifle.
You're going to try and hold in here for an exit, but this is actually big because it gets Com 1 off the Hunter's Fury, Demon 1, 2 off the Orbital Strike. So 2 ultimates that EG have pinned a lot of attacking rounds in terms of set pieces here. I mean, Jogman's very low, actually, 8 HP. And Ethan's a little ahead of him here. Don't want to see them actually drop these rifles with the credits you see on the left side of your screen here. A little bit concerning. It shouldn't be in range of the spike anyway here.
Alpha go for a little bit of a look.
He's more
gonna
conscious,
sit there.
yeah, just wants to hold on to this.
That's fair. Not a problem. Okay, 10-5 now. Double digits reached for EG. First one in this half, though. Still a buy to be had for Fnatic coming through. Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
That's how that happened.
You wanted clarity, you got it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Clean.
Okay, fun times ahead, though, because Durka does have the operator. Now, I'd love to see a bit of that. Want a bit of that. I need something. Fnatic, 5 rounds ain't enough for me. Like pistol rounds, and then once they go into the buys, where were they? There they are now, though. Durka, lovely connection on the first com, gonna fall down. That's a little piece of the kit that EG depends upon, removed above a minute 30. This now should change that dynamic of what they go for.
Try and counter this by finding some space in A main, but a weird setup here from Alpha. Some utility in the choke point here, and Dish uncovered as of yet, but him and Leo, I guess, ready to swing out here. Stim actually bounced off the alarm bot, but still EG find themselves on site.
Okay, so
If they can retreat behind these smokes as well.
do they get the time?
I was going to say, actually,
Yeah.
nobody from Fnatic even coming through to spam on the backside of this, so almost a rehearsed retake to come through here for Fnatic potentially.
Let's see how perfected this is, though. First player to step forward is going to be Alpha. Trying to clear out the players on the side is going to be Jorgamo. Everyone else sitting a little bit deeper. You start seeing the fight towards those backlines coming from Leo. Jorgamo taking a little bit of a look to the right side of the smoke. He's going to see Chronicle for sure taken out by Chronicle, and now Fnatic take that next step. Masses of advantage when it comes to the body simply online. Ethan, what a shot, though. Done by Demon 1 here, overwhelmed in the end. Now Leo starts to pressure. Diffuse started. Alpha not going to be stopping that one either. All down to Boostio now. Oh my word, what an attempt. But Alpha held his nerve, held down the diffuse. Fnatic make it to 6.
I mean, there's nano swarms here. I'm not sure where Demon 1's molly goes. I noted it before the plant came through. I don't know if he uses it to maybe slow down the retake, but that's a big tool available here with a safe plant as well. Is that Demon 1's molly there? Very strange, if that's the case.
Imagine if I died right now.
Yeah, Fnatic setting up. I was curious why there was no real pressure onto the backside of the smokes here, but as if they were relying on, like I said, a rehearsed retake coming through. Same setup once again as well. So Alpha looking to do a little bit of chip damage here with his util in the choke point. The other 4 members of Fnatic over towards B site right now.
She's got the showstopper online. EG looks like the pace shift again towards the site. They want to try and... It looks very similar to before.
I mean, do we see the adjustment now with the orbital strike available? Like I said, the Molly's here, the Hunter's Fury's here, plenty of post-plant tools available. Nano swarms will go in.
Ethan.
There's nobody actually reflanking towards the south side here, so Boaster's finally coming through tree, but it's a lot for him to handle.
Yeah, and the timing is going to be nuts if he gets it or not, though. Jorgamo is dead to rights. Doug is going to take the space. Posted.
He gets a second.
He fights Ethan. Huge. Boaster now makes his debut as well, clearing that back line. This is gorgeous from Fnatic. That's the team we were waiting to see. Clinical on the retake.
A beautiful read as well. I mean, it being just Boaster, you're a little concerned that he has so many people to get past here on the flank, but I'm not even sure. Actually, Jorgamo didn't have showstopper, right?
I don't.
Obviously, Con was on the Hunter's Fury, but I don't think he's deep enough here.
No.
No, Jorgamo, 2 away. I mean, the saving grace. Ethan fall into that. Is he just tucked in behind the double box, I think? Saving grace being Evil Geniuses didn't overinvest here, so they're actually close to getting pretty much everything online for their next buy round. 3 Stingers, 2 Sheriffs to bring into this one.
EG deciding it's time for a timeout. Probably rightly so. You've just had a string of rounds put up against you. 1 blip in the middle. But Fnatic's starting to find their footing here, right? Like, they're a good team. They're starting to look less flustered. We're starting to see a little bit more of that dominant showing, clean rounds like that, that's a little worrying. So where's the adaptation going to come from now? Your players are activated, right? They're all looking pretty good here. Everyone's playing up to what I'd say is okay. I'd say Demon 1 could do a little bit more work, but again, he's maybe just not in that position to be doing so. Outside of that, though, the gap's starting to close. That pressure's going to start coming back again, right? You did everything you could on that first half. Now you're starting to feel that pinch.
I think Fnatic's showing as well a commitment towards the approach overall, not really relying on playing reactively or having to dig deep and, you know, explore the map. Which is key as well. We talk about EG's success with this composition lying in some of these little utility-oriented pieces early on. I mean, you have Durka swinging out tree with an operator, catching EG off guard, not really allowing them to set up. So in my eyes, the adaptation here from EG needs to be back to basics.
Again, this round may not be completely the one we see, obviously, the plan in. Stingers, Sheriffs, classic as well for Boostio. I mean, he was pretty good with it on the first map. On the other side, of course, that purchase looking really nice with Fnatic. Still going to have that operator for Durka. A whole lot of kit. Alpha 1 away from ult. Boast already got his there. Chronicle 2 off 2. Just going walkabout. Slowly closing towards that B side, but I mean, no particular hurry on this. Durka's still around as well.
Jones invested very deep, actually. Don't even think he'll have a chance to spot anything towards tower or pressure Durka off this angle. Durka will spot the knife, though. That's what he posted up back on this angle. No smoke to cover just yet, either.
Oh, the timing makes me nervous. Does he just take a straight shot? No, he's actually holding off from that. Jorgamo going to invest his, and actually this is a big investment here. Jorgamo just going to take all the space he's being given. That could be one. It is, but the trade's there. Chronicle not going to go down either. Stays, holds, and now they're in real problems. They're investing so much, doubling down, tripling down, but they can't get past Fnatic, holding them back perfectly. Calm and Demon 1 left with a Sheriff and a Stinger, and that's all about she wrote. Yes, an ult there for Demon 1, but is this really where you use it? Could need one of those Demon 1 rounds here. He is going to invest it. This is everything that they had for EG.
Wait,
He's
what?
pushed out to a 1v1. Chronicle gets caught, and now it's all on Alpha. That young down, the young gun. Demon 1 down so low. He's got to land, and he does. Alpha there. Didn't miss. Held his nerve. And gets the defuse.
You should dump everything into this. You can understand maybe the showstopper to try and find an opener, but the rolling it feels like just desperation. It's like, well, we've already invested showstopper, Hunted Fury. Let's throw the rolling thunder in there.
Does nothing.
Leo actually gets a kill ahead of it, even taking effect as well. That's a tough blow to EG, and it brings Fnatic within touching distance now. 2 rounds away from tying things up. Boostio pulling out the operator here. Very curious. I mean, maybe just pushes him towards a little more passive position on that flank control, but again, nobody showing anything outside tree here. Alpha with a very deep position as well. Lockdown available. Boaster probably going to be the probe towards B site here. But EG used up both ultimates to counter the lockdown. So Fnatic can sit comfortably on that.
Yeah, that's something that's going to sit very nicely in their pocket. Durka undetected, holding this ground. And it looks like a crunch towards A. You've got north and south side coming through. 3 players here. Leo on the site. Durka very forced to reveal his hand touch here. But does he get the safe escape? No, he doesn't. Jorgamo, so sharp. Beautiful shot towards Durka. Stall towards the north side. Look at the south, though. They're not out of the woods just yet. Leo, does he get checked on? Playing on site. Very hard to clear here with Chronicle trying to hold his cross. Jorgamo's got stunning movement. He flies in, but Boomster out of nowhere. Finding 3, bringing this back in the hands of Fnatic and put it all to Boostio to try and do something with. He's only got 13 seconds. He wants to plant. Still a molly in that lockdown. Boostio has to go nuclear here.
Well,
Lockdown in zone.
Yeah, he can trade off lockdowns here.
He's got a bit of room to play with, though. Turret's there. It's all on the aim here. He's going to be forced out of position potentially by that molly. Not much to play on the left-hand side. And now he's got some room to work. Molly forces him out. Alpha is just as quick with it. Boaster just saved them in that round.
I mean, nobody's swinging onto that angle. Jorgamo finds the opener. Boaster, I think he swings out of the smoke here. The beautiful execution of Durka. I mean, he's way out of this.
Wow.
What is that?
Fully no man land, just sat there. The turret himself. That's absolutely cracked EG's buy. Now we're in panic stations, right? This is when reality's coming back around. So good you get it twice, apparently. Operator for Boaster. What's going on?
Maybe Durka's going to be set in motion here, yeah, with a satchel plate. Fnatic once again trying to catch somebody off guard. This is to address the ability EG have to execute on B site here with the lockdown. Fnatic trying to take some of the space towards Arcade and limit EG's control here behind it.
It's going to be Ethan up against at least tides a little. Now this north side hold from Fnatic makes it very difficult for EG to cross. They just about scramble towards the site. Still Alpha towards tower, doesn't get checked on, gets the punish, gets the follow-up. No third for him though. Boostio and Demon 1 still gonna try and put up numbers here. But there's so little safety.
Com slips out. He gets back to Arcade.
But the timing, does
He's
he get caught?
reflanking tower. Whoa.
But the timing on Boaster here, this is mad. He's got a shot, and he's taken him down. Tap on the spike, though, draws him around. Leo gets brought away, has to deal with it, he can't! Com overwhelms, but it's Chronicle in a 1v2, and the molly's on the site. So he looks elsewhere for a moment. Can he close the gap on anyone? He can! Com's gone down, 1v1 now. Needs some big work from Demon 1 here, and it can't happen! EG just about get to 11. Fnatic did everything win condition-wise they needed.
And Fnatic take the space away, but they don't actually follow through it, and I think that's the problem. EG are still allowed to execute onto Alpha on site. I don't know if maybe the adjustment here is for Alpha to be positioned more towards the tower, maybe towards the Arcade side of tower. Because what, he goes 1 for 1? Does he get 2? I can't even remember.
I think he's still got 2 Alpha on this. It's like they didn't clear him with a boombot. It didn't obviously go into the corner.
Crazy, once again, the EG invests the lockdown on that sort of round, but it pays off this time around.
Boostio's in a whole lot of trouble. Boostio's dead. Fnatic even putting a hit squad to clearing this side. We've seen a couple rounds in a row now. What's the response? Not going to fully clear the utility either. Looks like just power on through close smokes. Cross not going to get caught this time around. All the utility being dealt with. Leo held back, forced away by the... Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Michael. This isn't real. Com has no idea. He's got no idea. When does he turn? Does he ever turn? Now it's time to think about the crowd. Now it's time to hear
He's got the
what
Hunter's
they're doing.
Fury though.
Oh my god, this is everything.
Fnatic maybe think they've won this by clearing the backline and there's no Hunter's Fury to play off.
But we've seen these moments before, Mike. I can't think this is all but safe. Jorgamo goes looking, he finds Leo. And now what is going on here? Fight on the site, Ethan wins it. The backline now going to start being tested. Ethan's noted it, he knows he's in trouble, he needs the help to come in. They're being overwhelmed on the site. Ethan trying to do everything he can, he's got so much pressure. Com has to sit back, he has to wait. Fnatic have no idea, sends it, no tag. No tag, and no time, EG! Gonna make it up to 12. Com goes completely unchecked, held his nerve and just head down, keeps himself safe.
Like I said, I think Fnatic feel like they've won this out. They may be expecting the lurk back through spawn from Com,
Sure.
which he's done before.
Yeah.
You've seen him lurk through B side and all the way into spawn with the Hunter's Fury previously, but Fnatic clear dish proactively as well.
One enemy remaining.
I think that's why they slow things down as well. Like, yeah, they're not playing outside main. There's nobody here. That is wild.
Game on now. EG, this is the pressure that got them screwed over early. This time, Jorgamo outdoes Durka. Early man advantage now. 5v4, they can slow down a bit if they want to. There's still 3 players from Fnatic on this side of the map, leaving it all in the hands of Alpha over towards 8. And EG gonna get Ethan's ult ready to go. It's a big piece of the puzzle. Jorgamo only 1 away, as is Demon 1 now.
Fnatic slowly clearing back through underpass as well here, but adjustment in the setup for Alpha. Another one bespoke towards just slowing things down.
He's got the operator, right? Okay. Alpha, operator on site, support is not there yet for him. This is all on the young gun himself. He can't quite get away, but he's got a second lease of life. Jorgamo and Busio in unison, though, taking this one firmly in their hands. It's Boaster and Chronicle to try and deny going to that map 3. It feels inevitable. But the plan yet to go in now goes down. Boaster creeps a little closer, gets overwhelmed. Jorgamo is absolutely thriving in this round as Chronicle, last one alive. First scalp claimed, needs 3 more. Time against him, kit invested. He's got comms, he's got Boostio, he's got nothing. EG taking us to map 3. Now we got a game on our hands.
A beautiful display here of EG. The recovery factor in full effect. Massive concerns coming out of map 1. Like I said, even just noting the energy, the approach to some of these rounds, totally different.
Night and day.